The galaxy had long forgotten the potential of Earth and her people. For centuries, humanity had quietly cultivated a reputation of diplomacy, trade, and scientific discovery. Earth's citizens, once just traders and peacekeepers among the stars, had humbly asked for only one thing from the galactic powers: the opportunity to expand. Not for conquest, not for domination, but for survival, growth, and progress. But the galaxy, led by the fat cats of the Galactic Council and the serpentine Zanui Empire, had rejected them time and time again. For the 19th time, humanity's request for expansion was denied. Their first proposal had been grand, a visionary plan to double their territory from 7 star systems to 20, a stretch of space that would allow their people to grow and develop into their full potential. Each time they were met with a polite but firm refusal. "The galaxy's resources are finite," they were told. "You are too young, too volatile. The Council does not approve." Humanity had accepted these rejections with grace, even when their primary star systems, once beacons of trade and scientific discovery, were now overcrowded and stressed. Yet their patience was wearing thin. The request for their 19th expansion, which was for a single uninhabited system, had been more modest. They sought nothing more than a single barren rock, one devoid of resources, a place to call their own. The Council could hardly find any excuse to deny them, but deny them they did, citing nebulous concerns over balance and intergalactic harmony. That was the moment humanity's patience snapped. With a declaration as bold as it was unexpected, humanity's new leader, President Eleanor Vargas of the Earth United Union, delivered a message to the Galactic Council that would echo through the stars forever. "Galactic Council," she began, her voice cold and controlled, yet her words seethed with fury. "For centuries you have treated us like beggars at the gates of your gilded halls. You have called us primitive, unworthy, young. You have rejected our every attempt to grow and expand, not out of concern for the greater good, but out of fear. Fear that our rise would challenge the comfortable stagnation of your bloated empire. And so you turn away, just as you always have." The message was broadcast across the galaxy, to every star system, every satellite, every listening post. The heads of the Galactic Council, the empires, and the various factions who had once looked down on humanity were stunned by the audacity of the broadcast. No longer the meek diplomats or the traders who wore smiles and soft words. Humanity had come into its own. "You may have forgotten us," President Vargas continued, her tone sharp and unforgiving, "but Earth is a deaf world, and you have spent too long ignoring what that means. You have turned our requests into jokes, our suffering into a game of politics, and now we have no more patience." The final blow came, a declaration that would send shockwaves across the galaxy. "To the Zanui Empire, the snakes with silver tongues, we say this: we are no longer your prey. You fed on our silence long enough, and now you will feel the fury of a species long denied. Humanity is no longer your servant. We are your reckoning." With those words, the universe held its breath. The war that followed was swift and brutal. Humanity, for so long a peaceful people, unleashed the fury of their once contained potential. The 7 star systems of the Earth United Union, now fully industrialized and militarized, transformed into factories of war. Massive fleets were constructed, armies raised from millions of citizens trained for battle, and weaponry designed for nothing less than total annihilation. Gone were the peaceful days of trade. Gone were the days of academic pursuit. The cities of Earth became centers of industry, their once beautiful skylines now dominated by the towering spires of war production. Every shipyard churned out dreadnoughts. Every research facility became a weapons lab. The soft-spoken diplomats had been replaced by generals and strategists. Earth, now the Sol System's domination, was no longer a bystander to the galaxy's politics. It was its new master. The first wave of humanity's strike force cut through the Zanui Empire like a hot knife through butter. The Empire, long insulated by its vast and sprawling borders, was ill-prepared for the sudden onslaught of a previously underestimated foe. The Zanui military, filled with arrogance and hubris, found itself outmatched by humanity's ruthless efficiency. Within weeks, the first planet of the Zanui system fell, followed by another, and then another. By the time the war had ended, the once glorious Zanui Empire, which has stretched across 1,000,000 star systems, had been reduced to a mere 7. The cruel and calculating empire, which had once treated humanity like insignificant ants beneath its boot, now found itself relegated to a position of weakness, squeezed into a corner of the galaxy. The powerful factions of the galaxy who had once supported the Zanui Empire's oppressive policies now stood by, uncertain, as humanity forged ahead with its own vision of the galaxy. Humanity had not just won the war, they had reshaped the galaxy. The new Galactic Assembly, created by the Sol System's domination, replaced the old Galactic Council. Its charter was simple: fairness, equality, and a new spirit of cooperation. The races of the galaxy, many of whom had been oppressed or ignored by the Council, found in the Assembly a voice they had never had before. Humanity, it turned out, had learned the lessons of diplomacy well. When the stick was wielded with precision, and the voice spoke with conviction, the galaxy listened. The Zanui Empire, broken and battered, was no longer the oppressive force it once was. Instead, it was forced to accept terms dictated by humanity. The once arrogant, smug empire found itself in the same position it had long held humanity. Isolated, humiliated, and under the scrutiny of the New Order. Under President Vargas and the new leadership of Sol System's domination, humanity ushered in a new age of galactic cooperation and fairness. The speak softly but carry a big stick philosophy became the foundation of their diplomatic approach. Other races, once wary of humanity's strength, found in them a balanced and firm hand, guiding the galaxy towards a new dawn. The Death Worlds had spoken, and the galaxy would never be the same again.